opinion, kooky ideas, and Super Rugby. We're getting used to this. There's been a few over the years. We endured the era of when big was beautiful, and as a consequence the competition ladder groaned under the weight of 18 teams. The Crusaders celebrate after their 38-17 win over the Lions in the Super Rugby final in Christchurch last year. Then Sanzaar decided to shed some timber, and as a consequence the Western force, Cheetahs and Kings, were expelled. The Sunwolves will also be offloaded ahead of 2021, reducing Super Rugby to 14 teams as the unpopular conference system is spiked and the round-robin reintroduced. Loyal supporters sighed with relief. Hang on, no need to get comfortable just yet. Redmore, Kane cleared for contact work, Nanu not invited to camp, Kane set for injury relief, real test looms for Blues. The latest intelligence, leaked to the Sydney Morning Herald, is that broadcasters want Sanzaar to follow the NFL and Champions League by selling off the Super Rugby final to the highest bidder. That means the final will be staged in a neutral venue. This works very well in the United States, where the NFL final is the highlight of the sporting calendar, and in Europe where football-mad fans clamor for tickets to watch the best clubs contest the Champions League crown. But Super Rugby is a unique beast. In 2021 teams will be spread between New Zealand, Australia, South Africa and Argentina. This is why the concept of a neutral venue could be a hard sell. Being exposed to the exchange rates, and this is especially pertinent to South Africans who have to trade the rand against the stronger Aussie and Kiwi currencies, and the prospect of being forced to fly long distances has the potential to be a major turn-off for traveling supporters. If teams from South Africa and New Zealand are to play a final Buenos Aires, the likelihood is that only a small number of fans will shell out thousands of bucks to attend. This is already a fact. When the Crusaders hosted the Lions in the final last year, the number of fans who winged their way from Johannesburg to Christchurch was modest. Given the costs involved, and the short notice, it was understandable. When the Lions hosted the Crusaders for the final in Joburg in 2017, it was a similar story. Just a handful of red and black fans flew to the Republic, and all power to them for doing so. Staging a game at a neutral city will also punish the team which finishes top of the log. Super Rugby has always adhered to the rule that the team with the most competition points deserves hosting rights. If that policy is wiped out, gone is the advantage of being rewarded with home ground advantage. Good fortune to the marketing company asked to promote such games. The Lions traveled to Christchurch for the Super Rugby final in 2018. Any city bidding for hosting rights will expect maximum exposure through media, most notably the TV broadcasters. But the difference in time zones, especially between New Zealand and South Africa, aren't consumer-friendly. As for getting more print, digital and radio journalists to finals, and therefore giving the hosting cities more exposure through these channels, it's a long shot. When the Lions hosted the Crusaders 2 years ago, only the commentators from broadcaster Sky were in attendance. No print, no radio. When the Lions traveled to Christchurch last year, you could probably count the number of South African journalists on one hand. Just the reality of where things are at in the industry. Until more information is provided, leaked or otherwise, the concept of introducing neutral venues to Super Rugby creates a level of uncertainty and, potentially, mistrust. The broadcasters are entitled to their wish list. Let's hope they are also viewing it through the eyes of the fans. They don't deserve any more shabby treatment. Stuff.